Super early in the morning. Let's take a Celsius. Ooh. Now we're ready to start the day. Never mind. This has a weird aftertaste. Boys at Sikky just sent me an really awesome part that is going to transform my Civic from a normal daily driver into a serious drag car. And dude, I'm excited. They don't normally make Civic parts, but they decided to send me something. And let me show you what it is. Sir, we officially have a handbrake for the Civic. Sikky makes all sorts of parts for LS swap vehicles. They also make handbrakes, and they decided they wanted to sponsor the Civic, and they're going to help me turn this thing into a beast. So today's mission is to install their handbrake as well as my lines, and we're gonna have a fully set up staging brake on the Civic. Now that I'm inside the car, the first step installing this handbrake is actually buying the adapter for the handbrake. In this case, I'm running an acuity shifter. I have the jackspaniaracing handbrake bracket right here that's bolted underneath my shifter. This was like 80 bucks. You can even use my discount code Irvingcz to get it yourself. And the handbrake's actually gonna mount in these little groups right here. So the first step, you just need to buy the actual bracket for the handbrake. Actually, Sikky does leave instructions on how to install this. It doesn't have all the instructions, but it gives you enough information to get started. First thing you're gonna do is simply pull the handbrake out of the box and set it to the side, just like so. Next step, you're actually gonna grab your handbrake. Behind the handbrake, you're gonna have a bolt, a nut, and a spacer. So this right here, you need to completely remove these because we need to install the actual master cylinder, and it's gonna sit in this general area. So next, you have to install the master cylinder, and as you can see, I'm turning it so it gets closer to the base. It's actually connected to the handbrake now, and we're just gonna be turning it until it gets closer and closer to the base. That way we can tighten it and everything should be pretty solid and ready to go. Now it's time to run our lines. I got these lines from Finishing Lines. These were not sponsored. I just figured this is the easiest solution because these are pre-made. You're going to have a small little, I don't even know what you would call this, but you have this connector that breaks it into 3 different ports. The 2 longer lines go to the rear. The short, small one that has the 90-degree bend here, that one is gonna go to the master cylinder. So now, what we need to do is we need to run our lines through the holes that we just made from the stock handbrake. So we're gonna grab this one, and we're just gonna slowly finesse it into there. But my carpet's in the way, so that might be a little annoying. And we're gonna push it through here. I see the drive shaft right there, so I'm definitely gonna have to make sure those don't hit. And just like that, we are done. The lines are perfectly ran through the stock location there. We have this teed off right here, and this is going to be running to our cylinder. What I've noticed is this might be a little bit too short, so I might have to buy a new line, or I might have to hit Finishing Lines, but this one's just a tad bit too short because normally when you have a handbrake for a Civic, it points this direction. Because this wasn't meant for a Civic, this one sits like that, and as you can see, it's not long enough to reach the cylinder. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect my rear brakes first, see how long that is, and if it's not long enough, we're gonna order another line, or I'm gonna hit Finishing Lines to make me one. So shouldn't be a big deal, but we're slowly getting it done. So now these are gonna run to the rear. Now let's remove the wheel so we have access to all our lines. We can route them properly, as well as put them back on. So that was easy. Unfortunately, I got very unlucky because my brake line is actually stripped, so I can't remove it. But I'm also lucky because I was gonna replace my brake lines anyways with these steel braided ones. So we're gonna cut that line, replace the rubber one with a stainless steel. This thing should be really freaking perfect. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut that line, remove this one. It's gonna be hectic, so let me just get to it. And for the people that don't know, they actually sell a tool that cuts brake lines. This is a tool here. All you do is spin this end, tighten it, and then you just simply do this back and forth, and there's a little blade in the inside cutting the brake line evenly. So like I said, again, I'm not using these brake lines anymore. We're gonna bypass them, so we're saving weight here. So, and just like that, the brake line is officially cut. So now we should be able to remove this completely. This was super stripped anyways, so really good upgrade. There you go. And then the line out with the old. And just like that, this side is officially done. We have the brand new brake line, so stainless steel brake lines on this side. It's connecting to our staging brake. Now we need to run the staging brake from the rear all the way to the front. Now we're gonna start at the front. These two top ones are for the rear brakes. Since we're not running these anymore, we're gonna be replacing them because we're gonna be running the new ones. If you remove the brake lines, make sure you get the proper wrench because you can strip them, and that's what happened to the rear. But as you can see, this one loosened up like nothing because I used a proper tool. So we're just gonna go by and remove these and replace them with the provided ones from Finishing Lines. Now it's time to reinstall the brand new ones from Finishing Lines. These are beautiful. I finally reached out to Finishing Lines and he actually let me know how to install this fitting. This T-fitting actually goes on the firewall, and he told me in order for these lines to fit properly, you actually need to drill a hole on the right side of the firewall, and then you can push this in there, and then you can put this nut on the other side to tighten it and keep it in place. So now what I need to do is I need to drill a tiny hole somewhere in the back over there. The only problem I'm having is the fact that all this stuff is now in the way, so I barely have any access. So yeah, let's see if we can get this fitting back there on, because I really want to use my handbrake. I have no idea how I got this to fit, but I did. We now have the bigger impact, so now this should be easy. I moved the carpet out of the way, and if I'm being honest, I'm probably gonna cut it because the hole's right there. So that fitting needs to run straight from here to here, or here, sorry. And yeah, so we'll probably remove the carpet, but now let's start drilling. And now this is the perfect size. If we go underneath the car, you can see this thing goes inside the hole perfectly. But fitting is now completely installed. I'm actually shocked it came out perfect, so zero complaints here. Let's finish the lines, and then pretty much the whole front of the car is done, the rear is done, and we just got to finish all the lines in the middle, so we're very close. Now at this point, all I have to do is tie in the lines. As you can see, the fitting is on. It looks perfect, very beautiful. Nothing's touching the exhaust. The clearance is amazing. Last little bunch. And we're done. We officially have a handbrake setup. Holy cow. And we're officially done. I even vacuum cleaned the floors. This looks so freaking beautiful. All I have to do is bleed the system. I have nobody to help me right now, so we're gonna wait a little bit, but the e-brake is on. Dude, Gundam is ready to smoke some butt. Look at this. We're ready, dude. We are ready. Holy freaking cow. I kid you guys not, I was installing the handbrake, I was finishing the lines, and get it? Finishing lines. And all of a sudden, the UPS truck came with a massive package. One of my biggest sponsors ever is bullboostperformance. Check them out. You can use the discount code Irvingcz. Best discount code you can get on their website if you need Honda parts or any sort of parts. They have 350Zs and so on. But as I was installing the handbrake, the UPS guy comes with a massive package. I have no idea what's in here. Let's open it and let's see, because I'm so excited. Just I don't even know where to start, but I gotta be super careful because I definitely don't want to damage what's inside. I think I know what it is, but at the same time I don't, because they just said they were gonna send me stuff, and I know they just came out with something very cool.
Dude, yeah, they sent me a lot. I have no idea what all they sent me in here, so we're gonna slowly start pulling it out. I have no idea. Let's crack this bad boy open. I have you guys here with me. What did these guys sent me? Dude, why is this so fun? bullboostperformance.com. Check these guys out, give them a review. Oh, they sent me, what is this? Oh, they sent me a brand new shift knob. A koi shift knob. Sick. What is this? The adapters, I guess, for the shift knob. Okay. I love their packaging. I have, what is this? Oh, heck yeah. I know what this is. Dude, sick. Turbo guard. I love how this is ingrained. Yo, that is so freaking sick. These guys are so sick. Yeah, they sent me another turbo guard, a black one. I kind of dig the red one. That is sick. Next package, this one clearly says K-Series oil pan. Oh man, that's stuck in there. Let's pull this thing out. This says oil pan, so. All right, next one. This one was actually very heavy. Extremely heavy, actually. Poor UPS guy. Teflon tape. Ugh, this is, holy cow, this is a massive oil pan. It's actually very heavy, and I'm definitely gonna be, oh, this is nice. It comes with bull boost fittings as well, so you can run turbo lines. That is so sick. We're definitely throwing this in the Civic. It's baffled. Already has the ports for the turbo. We have here one for this side and one for this side. I'm assuming this is the oil drain. Let me see, is there another one on the other side? There is not. That is definitely the oil drain, which is the lowest point of the oil pan. These guys just made me feel so bougie. Dude, they actually sent me one of their brand new racing seats. This thing has so much glitter in the back, feels really nice. The quality, like, oh, the MR2 showing, the MR2 showing. The quality is actually so amazing. Bull boost on top. Dude, this is so nice. The bull here as well. These guys really hooked it up. We got the racing seat, the oil pan, turbo guard. Gundam is ready to rock and roll. Since I have nobody to help me bleed the handbrake, we're just gonna keep throwing parts into this until tomorrow when there's someone here to actually help me bleed it. In the meantime, Bull Boost just sent me so many parts, and we're gonna just throw them on the Civic. One being is I want to throw one of these actual turbo guards. These things actually prevent from trash and debris going inside your turbo because they'll hit the mesh and not the actual turbo wheel, and it will save the life of your turbo. These things actually fit amazing, as you can see there. And then on top of that, it does come with the hardware that you need in order to install these. My only dilemma now is I don't know whether I like the black, very subtle, very clean, or the red, which is a little bit more out there, but it also looks good. I think I'm gonna rock the red. Super easy to install these things. They have like a little threaded hole on the bottom. You put it in place, put the threaded bit, which I have on right now. And then you use an Allen key to just tighten it so it doesn't move right here. You just tighten the thing. Once you tighten it, it's hard to do with one hand. It locks itself in place and you're good to go. Since I'm still waiting for someone to come help me bleed the handbrake, let's throw in the Bull Boost seat. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I honestly don't know how these guys are making money. If you want to cop this seat under 300 bucks, you can use my discount code Irvingcz to even save more money. But I'm truly, I can honestly say in love with the seat. Very comfortable, very soft, quality on point. And just for a reference, I actually have a Bright seat over here. This one's very hard, not comfortable. Like, it feels like this feels better quality than a Bright seat, which is crazy to think. Now, before we install it, let's get inside the car and let's remove the stock OEM seat. Luckily, these OEM seats are super easy to remove. It's literally just 4 12s, one here, one on the other side and 2 in the back. So let's quickly remove these. This is way too bougie for me, but the rails are on, so let's throw it back in the car, man. This thing is definitely an upgrade from those two. This actually looks absolutely beautiful. Holy cow, dude. I'm so in love with this seat. We finally have some hope. So Annabelle's gonna be pumping the brake as well as the handbrake. I'm gonna bleed the system and we're gonna hopefully get this handbrake working today. The process is very weird. From what I've seen online, she has to hold the brake and pull the handbrake. I have to release the bleeder, and you just have to do that over and over and over again. Go. This one still has air, but it's almost out. Good. Oh man, that thing's hard. Let go of the brake. Oh no, I think it's pretty much good. All right, pull the handbrake. Let go. Pull it. Let go. Oh man, pull it. We got a handbrake, boys. Heck yeah. Yo, what are you doing? Look at him. Look at him. Well, boys, we're gonna go and work on the Civic a little bit more. This thing is so close to actually running, and I think what I want to do is, because Humble Performance is actually gonna send me my base map any day now, I actually want to start wiring the wideband. All I have so far is I have the sensor connected to my dump pipe or my exit or hood exit or whatever you want to call it. We have the sensor connected, but none of the wiring inside the car is connected. So I think to finish the video off, we're definitely going to finish the wiring on this car. We have to connect the wideband, and we have to connect the power, the ground, and I think the white one is the signal wire. This one has to be connected to the wiring harness right here on A2. So this one's gonna go here, and we need to splice into A2 here. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna nicely route the wires carefully out of the way, zip tie them so they're not in the way out of anything, and then we're gonna get started. Ground, there's actually already a ground right here, right underneath the crash bar or the bumper. So I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna use this as my ground. There's already a ground there too, so we're just going to simply tie in the new ground for the wideband. There you go. I'm not gonna lie, boys, I'm super exhausted. I've been working non-stop on this car for the last couple of days, and I think to finish this video off and leave it at a good standing point, I'm actually gonna start the fuel system on this car. I'm currently running a jackspaniaracing fuel rail, and if I'm being honest, I think I have a couple fitment issues. It just doesn't bolt flush like I would want to. So we're gonna be replacing it with my K Motors one. I've never had any problems with the K Motors. On top of that, this one is black, so it's gonna look a lot cleaner. Let me pull it out. This thing's gonna look a lot cleaner with this chrome manifold, because I'm going with like a chrome slash black look. So this one's just gonna look overall a lot cleaner. So first thing we're gonna do is honestly just loosen this, and we can take this thing off. So this thing is not bolted on. We're gonna save this one for a different project. I think the K Motors one is just gonna look a tad bit better. She's off. Some of them came off, some of them didn't, but there you go. Rails off. And we have everything ready. We're throwing this K-Series K Motors fuel rail with 1300cc injectors from Alpha Injection Clinic. Use my discount code Irvingcz to save some money on yours. So let's simply put these on, which should be as simple as just getting them in the hole, but your boy's not good at putting it in the hole. There we go. Maybe he's upgraded. He knows what he's doing now. Okay, let's tie in this, and we should be pretty much done. Hopefully this ties evenly. Now let's also install a brand new gauge from K Motors, and let's throw it on. Thread this thing on. It's gonna be a little hard with all this Teflon, but last but not least, we have a brand new fuel rail, or sorry, fuel pressure regulator from K Motors as well. So this whole setup is K Motors fuel rail. gauge and fuel pressure regulator. So this one simply goes on the side like so, and it threads in, so you really don't have to do anything. This is part of the actual fuel system. And we're officially done. This thing is done, and it looks beautiful. I'm exhausted. And just like that, boys, we are done for today. I'm exhausted. I've been working for a few hours practically every single day. You can tell by the bags I haven't rested. I've been out here 8+ hours right now, and it really shows. This thing is getting closer and closer to firing on little by little. I'm pretty sure next video this thing is gonna fire for the first time, so hopefully you guys are excited. If you enjoyed the video, like it up, comment, share it. Your boy is tired. Hopefully you guys are excited for the 10-second pass, because it's coming very, very soon.